Hey guys, welcome back. We're moving into the seated positioning for our Thai yoga body work. So if you came in from child's pose, you already have your receiver in their comfortable seated position. You want to make sure that they have their legs set up in a way that's comfortable for them to maintain for this time. So remember, for a lot of people, being on their shins can be a lot of compression for the knees. So first, just make sure that they're comfortable and then get ready to start. So you'll be behind the receiver. You can bring your thighs up to their back. Your belly might connect as well. This way you're holding their back up and they don't have to hold themselves up. This is going to be more comfortable for them, and this treatment is all for them. So make sure that you have that set up correctly. Then you'll take your hands to the trapezius and you'll squeeze in. If you find that this is an area with a lot of tension or the receiver wants really deep work, then you can press the thumbs in. Remember that this is an area where a lot of people hold stress and tension, so you really want to give this area some love and time. From working with the trapezius, you can take the hands out and squeeze the deltoids. So if you're giving Thai yoga to someone that's been basing you, think about all the muscles that they've been engaging to support you in the air. And this is a way that you can give back to them for supporting you. Now from here, you can gently guide their chin towards their chest. That's going to open up the space at the back of their neck. From here, you'll interlace your fingers and you'll bring the heel of your hands to the back of their neck. Now from here, you're going to squeeze the heel of the hands in. Your elbows are going to lower. That will likely feel very good for the receiver. Lift the elbows again, go a little higher up, and then repeat. So you're working up and down the neck. Just a few times. And then you'll gently guide their chin back up. So you really want the crown of their head up towards the sky. So reposition them, straight spine, ears above the shoulders, shoulders above the hips. So continuing our work here, you can come back to the trapezius. This is an area that you can repeat over and over again. People typically really love it and need it in this area. Now from here, I'm going to position my body to one side. Notice that I'm supporting his back with my hands so that he doesn't have to hold himself up. From here, I'll bring one leg forward. The reason why is because I'm going to rest my forearm on my thigh, and I'm going to ask him to lower his forehead down to my palm. So again, he's not holding himself up. He's resting his forehead on my hand. Then I just slide my fingers up and I can squeeze into the neck area. So now using my fingers instead of the heel of my hand, able to get in and find the tension, and I'm working the fingers all the way up to the occiput. So let your hand just explore here. Notice the areas that need attention and give time to work this stress out. And after you've done several rounds of that, let them know that it's time to lift the head. You'll release your hand. Notice their body, reposition, find that alignment. This is going to be more comfortable for them. Support the back. Come back to your belly or your thighs or both, supporting their back. And then ask them to lift their hands and interlace their fingers behind their head. So their palms are going to cradle their head. And then from here, transition to a standing position. Let your thighs rest on their back. Take your hands to the front, the inside of their arms, and then gently just open, just gentle. Gentle to start. We are going to go deeper, but just gentle to start. Now, have them maintain this position. From here, we're going to incorporate a pillow. Now, the pillow that I typically use is on the other side of the room. So I'm just going to fold up this blanket, and I'm going to bring the blanket to his back. That way, there's a barrier between my knee and his spine. So he won't feel bone on bone. He'll just feel the cushy blanket. Now I bring my hands back to the inside, and as I pull the arms back, I lift my heel to open his chest and shoulders more. And then exhale, gently come out, and we'll take a couple more. Gently release your hands. Let them know that they can lower their hands down. Remove your prop and position the prop behind you so that you can sit on it. Now you're going to be using your feet on their back. So sitting onto your prop. Now ask your receiver to bring their hands behind. Okay, so you're going to take a hold of their wrist, let their arms be low to the ground, scoot in as much as you need to, or scoot away if you need that. Now notice the hand positioning. Their palms may be facing up, or they might be facing down. Take a moment to ask your receiver if they prefer palms facing up or down. Some people might have a preference depending on their shoulders. So just check in there and see what's working. What do you think?
Up.
Up, okay. Now, they can be free with their hands, or they can grab onto your forearms if they want more connection. This is really up to them. Now, you're gonna lift one foot at a time, and you're gonna bring your toes right below the shoulder blades. Make sure that your feet are not on their spine. And then you're gonna press your feet to their back. You're gonna pull their arms to open their chest. Now, if you notice that that's not happening the way you want it to, then you might rotate the arms. So they're opening the chest, you're pressing the feet in. You can stay in this area. You can walk the feet up and down. Remember, avoid the spine. You want to take care of this body that you're working on. Gently release, lowering the arms. Slowly coming out. And bring their hands back to their lap space. Position one hand on their back so they don't feel like they have to hold themselves up, and come back onto your knees. Now from here, you can bring the belly back to their back. Now you're going to take the fingers to their head. You're going to press the fingers in, and holding the press of the fingers, you can just draw little circles. Nice massage for the head. And then lift the fingers, find another area. So just let yourself explore. Sometimes it's a good idea in this practice to just kind of let your hands lead. Don't worry so much about the pacing or the sequencing. Just let your hands work intuitively. I find that that's a really nice way to connect and to find the areas that really need that attention. Now lifting the hands off the head, positioning the ears back above the shoulders. You can use your hands to gently guide their chin towards their shoulder, and then just giving a little assist of taking your hand to the top of the head, your other hand to their shoulder, and just not pushing, but just giving a little weight to open up the neck space. And gently guide their head to neutral. Remember, you're doing the work. They're not doing anything other than relaxing. Once you bring it back to neutral, turn the chin to the opposite shoulder. Take your hand to the back of the head. Your other hand comes to their top of their shoulder. And just a gentle guiding, not pressing or forcing or pushing. Open up the neck space. When it's time to come out, gently release, guide the head back to center. And then from here, you can practice tapotment. So this could be with the hands, or you could use the fist. So again, the trapezius is a great area to work on this. This is one that feels good. A lot of people really love this one. Remember, you're working with the muscle, not the bone. Slow the movement. And now another technique, another variation of the tapotment technique is to bring the palms together. You're gonna wanna create space between you and the receiver. So here you're gonna avoid the spine, move around the back. Find your way to stillness. And then from here, you can take your hands to the top of their head. I like to just give a moment to send metta, loving kindness, warm wishes to this person. From here, you can slowly bring the hands down the head, down the shoulders, down the back. And we'll do that again, this time maybe with the fingertips, just grazing, just sending any energy that doesn't need to be there off. And then I like to close by taking my hand to the back of the heart space. And as I connect my hand to the back of their heart, I feel deep gratitude for this individual allowing me to practice this beautiful healing modality on them. So I like to send extra well wishes. And taking an inhale breath, exhale, let it go. May you be able to share your talents. May you be peaceful and at ease. Gently releasing your hand from the back space. Offering gratitude to this person. This is a really nice place to end your session.